Hello there, not Football Manager fans, and welcome back. Last time you joined me on FIFA Club Manager, FIFA Soccer Manager. I feel like I will always get that wrong. Last time you joined me on FIFA Soccer Manager, we're struggling to get any sort of form going on. We're going to take us up to game 20. We have reached game 20, and if you can see the fixture list there, you can see we have hit some good form. So we've just beat Portsmouth 3-2 with the newly opened corner stand open for the first time. We drew 0-0 with Sheffield United. We lost to Bolton. We beat Charlton. We beat Swindon. We lost to West Brom, and we beat Birmingham, and we beat Southend. So we've hit some good form finally, and that leaves us third in the table. So it's quite an unusual playthrough in the sense they've still not bought anyone. You can see I've still got 3.2 million, nearly 3.4 if we're rounding it up. GCSE maths time. So I'm just going to go into the squad, and this is basically what I have changed. So if we go into, here we are, my orders. So I've left this on, taking play on the break off. Go on the bias in. I've not really touched this still, other than for Sinclair. So he's the only player with that. I've not touched any of the pitch out layout. I have moved to that 4-3-3, we're going to call it. And when Sinclair needs resting, I don't do a like for like. So I either drop someone into midfield or I drop another forward up and move to a true 3-3. But if we go to our player information, that is wrong. It's been a while. Here we go. So this is what I have done. So Sinclair is on run with the ball. Possession game and passing game for Impey, Peacock, Murray, and anyone else who comes into that midfield. So that is what I'm doing. These guys, I've got crossing game, run into space, run with the ball. Let's take off, run into space for him, because that's what I've also got off for Brevet. And then this is what I've done. Centre backs, get it forward. We're not here to be watching you guys play football. And then Summer is doing his thing. So you notice we've got a much more fluid ball retention midfield, and that seems to have led to my improvement in results. So let's go and have a look at our just checking. So look, for example, we are getting to the stage where maybe Sinclair and Dicko need resting, but we're on Saturday. I'm going to risk there being some midweek games. Here we are. Take into account the date of your next game when you're setting up a training regime, or you could find your players do too much on the eve of a vital match. Well, we kind of do that, because I have that practice match. Right, so we've got fortunate that we've had this midweek, League Cup, so we're out of that. And we've got Bradford coming up. But now let's go have a look at, so you'll notice we had a few days rest, and it's not really improved. So for this next game, I am going to drop Sinclair out. I'm going to bring Gallon in. I tell you what, I'm going to bring Slade in. No, let's do Gallon. I did say this before. I was such a huge fan of Kevin Gallen. Do you remember it felt like he was always linked with Man United, wasn't he? So there is the new corner stand. We've got Andy Kawamia, not Chris, lining up for Bradford. They've got Eddie Youlds. Is that Scott Pinto? Must be, mustn't it? Gordon Cowens, Dolby, Murray, Wright, Watson, Davison, Brightwell, and Paul Jewell. So shout out to Keith, who mentioned he was a Bradford fan in the comments of the last video. We're unchanged from that new run, apart from we've dropped Sinclair onto the bench for rest. Let's see how we go. So it's 1-1. The passing has not really changed, but you'll notice I've shaded a tiny bit more of the possession. I do just genuinely think these are broken. These are a bit broken. These just don't change. It's like there is a certain amount of passing stats that happen per game. But, you know, what's Gallen? Gallen's come in. He's had 2 shots, 1 on target. Not been very successful tackle, but she's linked play relatively well there. So our first... I was excited to come back because we'd finally started winning games, and then we've started with a draw, which seems very fitting. But we're going to, as it's the speed round, speed episode, we're going to play 4 games. We're going to get to 24 games, and then I'll come back. Now let's have a look. So you'll notice, I feel like I'll need to check this, but I think we're making a tiny bit more money because now we're doing a bit better. I feel like those tickets, those attendances have creeped up. I feel like we were about 120 and we're selling about 700 merchandise per game. So yeah, I'm selling 742 there. So I've got enough merchandise for 2 home games. And we've dropped down to 5th. So I want to go to the merchandise. Because we need to think now, don't we, about ordering some in. So it's like CEO business manager, isn't it? Or the person who runs the football team, who isn't the director of football or the chairman, who handles the commercial operations manager. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. So I want to have a look at my fixtures. So look, I've got 3 home games in December. Oh, and the crowd. This is a big Christmas market, and I'm not going to have enough shirts. I feel like I've messed up here. Now we've got a day left. If I get an order in now, am I going to meet that Christmas rush? How's the pitch is doing okay considering the conditions. I tell you what, I'm going to put that up. If you bear with me a minute. So we put that to 900. And I'm going to order. Get me 19,000 units of QPR shirts. Am I going to stick £1 on them? I'm not. I'm not going to be that guy. I want to make sure that gets ordered though, not cancelled. Has that done it? If I click off and then click back. There we go, yeah. So let's go generate match. This is probably going to take us in. Oh, the wages have been paid. This hopefully means that I've got my order in there. I can't find where I ordered for this. Concessions contract with a burger bar has finished. Okay, well, I need to action that, don't I? What? Oh, interesting. So, burger bar. Now, is this me paying the rent? Or is this how much I'm making? So this is 4 months. Let's take that. I can't tell if that's £900 for a superstore. Seems low, doesn't it? And I don't know where I'm setting burger prices. So I don't know if I've rented that out to someone else's franchise or if I am making any money from that. So we put that to 900. And I'm going to order. Get me 19,000 units of QPR shirts. Am I going to stick £1 on them? I'm not. I'm not going to be that guy. I want to make sure that gets ordered though, not cancelled. Has that done it? If I click off and then click back. There we go, yeah. So let's go generate match. This is probably going to take us in. Oh, the wages have been paid. This hopefully means that I've got my order in there. I can't find where I ordered for this. Concessions contract with a burger bar has finished. Okay, well, I need to action that, don't I? What? Oh, interesting. So, burger bar. Now, is this me paying the rent? Or is this how much I'm making? So this is 4 months. Let's take that. I can't tell if that's £900 for a superstore. Seems low, doesn't it? And I don't know where I'm setting burger prices. So I don't know if I've rented that out to someone else's franchise or if I am making any money from that. Now, those are on the stadium, aren't they? Because I was trying. I don't know actually. I felt like these are something. I know that's very vague, but I can't actually do anything with them. I can buy this Lando. Look, I'm not going to do that. Not yet, anyway. There we go. Let's put that back for now. I do want to come back and look at expanding though at some stage. Don't know where I'd expand back to though. Look. So I need to have a look at what is expanding. What am I expanding there? I presume that I need to expand the stadium back to then build the stadium. Is what I'm thinking with that. But I need to have a look at the manual. So I'm going to cancel that. Oh no, I'm not going to cancel that. That's the exit game button. I thought that was like no, don't do this. I've not clicked on it, so hopefully nothing has happened. Right, let's get into the match. Here we go. So we've ordered, we've dealt with that Christmas issue. It's the 1st of December, 1996. Here we go. And we've not, after all that build up, we're not even playing today. Apparently the Challenge Shield, I'm going to presume that that's the Johnston's Paint Cup or the Sherpa Vans trophy. I'm trying to think what else it's being called now. It's no Zenith Data Systems Cup, but you know, it's decent. Right. Do we have a Monday game? No, we don't. We don't have a game. I can get Sinclair back in here, can't I? He's got to be sorted. Where's me boy Sinclair? There we are. That's what I like to see. Energy 99. Now Gallon is 23. So there we are. Drop him out. Everyone's had a nice long rest. Yates is still in it, below the 90s, but everyone else is pretty much peak fitness there. Not interested in this. Here we go. Manchester City, look. So they've got Wright, Edgehill, Kernigan, number 20, Dupy, Nigel Clough, Peter Beardsley, Nicky Summerby, Uwe Rosler, Georgie Kinklatzy. I do not remember him dropping down to this level at all. And then is this Daly and Atkinson? I do not remember him being at City at all neither. Then we've got Emil, Ingram, and number 20's mate. I do remember these guys. Were they Georgian or were they Ukrainian? It's Kavalashvili and number 20. I can't even begin to pronounce that. Tashkaldes. Nope, my phonics isn't working. Nice stadium though. Look, so they obviously. Is this main? I was going to say they moved by then, but they can't have, can they? So it's obviously main road. Good sized car park. Wouldn't mind being the business operations manager there. Look at that. And we've beat them. Take that, Man City. So we're flying. 1 draw, 1 win, 2 games to go the episode. McDonald smashed one in. Look at this. There we go. Sinclair's had a lot of shots. McDonald's obviously come forward for a corner. And there we go. Let's have a look at the league table then. We are up to 2nd. If we can get promoted without buying anyone, I don't know if that helps my legacy or hurts my legacy, because it's like, well, you've not really done anything other than losing the first couple of games. building the most pointless stadium expansion anyone's ever seen and buying a bit of land behind the car park, what have you actually contributed? Oh, Gavin Peacock received a broken nose during the last match. He'll be out for 3 weeks. That sounds sore. Right, so he'll be back around Christmas, won't he? So maybe we do. Maybe we do need to delve in to the transfer market. There we go. I'm going to be honest, there'll be a cut there because it's taken me an overly long time to find that. So we've still not really got anyone on here I'm that thrilled about, to be honest. So let's change this to, let's just go for midfield, because we had hardly any midfielders before. And we're still kind of in that area. Got Okan here. Is he at Reading? He is at Reading, isn't he? 1.7 million though, 66 rating. It's like, I'm like, do I try and save my money for if we have a push later on? Let's check goalkeeper, just because I can't stop looking now that I've started. Jonathan Gould. We've lost the opportunity to buy Zenga. Stephen Priestley. Who is this? M. Ulander. There can only be one. Terrible joke. Playing for Gothenburg. Not familiar. He's only 20 though. Here we go. Paulinho. 72 rating. I'm going to add him to my hot list. At least. There we go. Is this, hang on a minute, is this Pavel, is this the Pavel Nedved? And they've got him listed as a right back. The 90s was a wild time, wasn't it? Because this is like, where did they get the database for this? Someone watched one game of Lazio and saw him maybe potentially tucked in, right back. There you are, one of the greatest playmakers Czechoslovakia have ever produced, and on this game he's being reduced to a right back. I'm putting him on the hot list because I just love the idea of having a right back, Pavel Nedved. He's somewhere represented on this shelf behind me, I believe. If we do buy him, I'll see if I can drag him out, and we'll give him a live on camera interview. Robert Kovac. What was his brother called now? I can't remember this. It'll come back to me in about 4 days' time as I'm driving around. Anyway, get on with it, I can hear you saying. So we've had a few other league games there. Has that affected us? You need 3 substitutes for the match. Who am I missing? Oh, yes. So Peacock is out, isn't he? What does he get? Does he have, oh, there he is. So has it fired someone in for me, or is he on the bench? He has fired someone in, hasn't it? Because I'm sure I don't even know my own team now. I'm sure Barker was not playing. Right. Sinclair, can you play left midfield? You can. You're a 66. I'm not sure about messing up my team just to try and get him in. What can Quasi do on the left? Let's get Quasi out there instead. And then we need someone on the bench, don't we? So let's get... Chalice. So, Oldham. Holworth, McNiven, Redmond, Hodgson, Fleming. Is this Fleming who ended up at Middlesbrough? It must be. Lonergan, Gannon, Rush, Oigleson, McCarthy, Banger, Kelly, Ian Snowden, and then Olney. Hopefully the new diehard ultras are in that corner. My plan is, if we can be successful enough and get enough money, I want to build this so massive that these people in these flats have no opportunity to see the game, and they have to sell all those flats to me at cut price. rate. It's another win. Oh, look at this. We've passed them off the park. You haven't even completed 50% of your passes, Oldham. Take that. And it's Dicchio again. Weird. Look at Dicchio. He's been like a playmaker in this game. He's attempted 7 passes. 7 passes in one game. Look at that. Oh, the vanity. Still making absolutely 0 subs. That might come back to bite us in the future, but we are top of the league going into the final game of the episode, quarter of the way through the season, and we're riding tidy. Birmingham, you know, taking away some of the leagues. I've just seen that they've got that game in hand, which they'll probably win. But you opened up a nice little gap. What are we from 6? A Bolton is 6, 36 points. So what's that? 6 points? 5 points. Here we go. Now we're getting to where I'm really here. The tickets, 131,000. So we're doing well. Doing really well. Oh, but like, someone needs to answer to me why we've sold 30 less units than the first game, or 40, whatever it is. That's unacceptable. There we go, though. It's the 14th. Not got a game for 7 days. Energy is looking good. That's the subs. Let's scroll up. Anyone here I'm concerned about? Yates. Tell you what, I'm going to drop Yates out. Yates is 14. Let's get Chalice in. I'm like, in fact, I know he's not as good as Bardsley, but Nedved it right back. I could do with some cover there. I've got Graham. He's not great. Let's have a look at the training. Have we got any young'uns who might want to up the rate for? I'm like, am I going to make one of them come in and train by themselves on a Sunday? Maybe if they annoy me, we could do that. But here we go. Let's get towards this last game. English Cup. Can't be the FA Cup, is it? They're confusingly named. I wonder if there was a way to tinker with the back end of this. And Birmingham have lost. That's great for us. There's Bradford, bounce back. Always said they had bounce back abilities. Now here we go. This is a big game. This is a big way to end, isn't it? So Palace, were they third? Were they fourth? There was us, Birmingham, Oxford, Palace, wasn't it? Or Palace, Oxford. So they've got Day, Linehan, Dean Gordon. Was it Dean? It was Dean Gordon, wasn't it? Anderson, Darren Pritchard, Houghton, Enquist, Bruce Dyer, David Hopkin, Dougie Friedman, Neil Shipperley, then Scully, Dietmar Harmon. Do not remember him being at Palace at all. I wonder if he's on loan, if they bought him. And then one of my favourite players, George Nadal, what he could have been had it not been for his injuries. Then we, going with our usual 4-3-3, but we've got... who did we bring in? We brought in Quasi, didn't we? So converted Quasi into a left-sided midfielder at this rate. Let's go. London derby, and we've lost. So that has deflated me a tiny bit. Dyer and Hopkin. Spencer is backed off from his 7 attempted passes down to a mere 4. People will say that's on me for changing a winning defence because he's not even made a tackle, but then neither is the other guy. So it has just dawned on me, though, that Chalice, and I will check this, so we're still second. Birmingham jumped back ahead of us, so that's a good way to end the episode. But I'm going to check. Oh, here we are. Let's just check this. Ah, look at that. There's some big money there, isn't there? That local derby. What's our crowd there? We're not at capacity, but we're close to it. They have sold out the away end. I'm like, one of the things I will do off camera, can I chuck any more tickets into the away end, seeing as we're not selling out all the sides? Get my revenue up. Look at this. So 1,103. Presumably the Palace fans were buying QPR merchandise to account for such a steep incline. If we start selling 1,000 units a game, this is going to mess up with my ordering maths we were doing mid game. Right. So this is what I was gibbering about. Is this because the man I brought in is not on long ball? It is. That's it. That's why we lost. 100%. I've also not got, look, Quasi. He's not, wasn't doing the right tactics. So that is on me. I will take the blame for that. As business operations manager and first team manager, I was too busy worried about my merchandise to really focus on the tactics for that top table local derby. But there we go, guys. Thank you very much. I hope you're enjoying the series. We will be back in January. You know that I love to play some FA Cup or whatever it will be called on this. The Football Association's knockout tournament or something, judging by the names of the others. But I'm starting to get really into this now. I could imagine if you got this and you've not played any other management game, which I'm going to imagine would have been a few people because of the FIFA branding. I can understand the fondness that's out there for this now, a bit more than I did when I first started in episode 1. So thank you very much. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. Let me know any comments. Let me know who you support, because it's always great to know which teams people follow the channel, so I can look out for them and then pick your brains about the players and the people you don't like that played for them, which is a big part of why I like football. And thank you very much. I will see you in 1997.